Viewers, we welcome you to this edition of the Election Observation Podcast of Good Governance Africa. In previous editions, we have been speaking with key stakeholders within Ghana's election organization process. Today, we have the honor to interview one key stakeholder, that is Ghana's oldest political party, the Convention's People's Party. CPP birthed Ghana's first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Currently, the party, as we have it now, has been on somewhat quiet. But going into the 2024 elections, we understand that CPP is coming back bigger than ever. Today, we'll be speaking with Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim Hussein, former acting chair of the Convention's People's Party, currently serving as the chair of the Youth Affairs Committee of the party. Madam, you are most welcome.
Thank you.
Madam, please, can you introduce yourself and give us a little bit background about what you do in the Convention's People's Party?
Yes, my name is Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim Hussein. I was the former acting chairperson of the Convention People's Party from, I think we went to elections in 2015, and I was elected the first vice chairperson of the party. Along the line, my boss, which was Professor Edmund Dilly, went to become a chief in his traditional area, that's Nando. And per the constitution of the Convention People's Party, when the substantive chairman is not there, the first vice takes the position and acting capacity. Well, I attempted to contest and be the substantive chairperson, but I couldn't make it, not because I didn't win, but nobody won, but somebody was declared. So you know how it is. And in order for us to have a cohesion, internal cohesion in the party, not subverting the constitution in any way, we just had to let it go, thinking that maybe the one who took over can bring everybody on board. So I was nominated by the youth, because even when I was a vice chairperson, I was working mostly with the youth and women. So they kind of resonate with the way I do my things. So they nominated me to represent them at this group that we call the Central Committee of the party. That is the third highest decision-making body of the party. We have the National Congress, we have the NEC, that's National Executive Council, then we have the Central Committee that runs the day-to-day activities of the party.
Wow.
And I'm part of that group.
Wow. From your submission, it tells us that the CPP is going through some internal changes and regulation modifications. What is the status?
Well, there's no political party that has no challenges. I think we've had our fair share and we are still struggling. This is a message that will go across the continent or maybe sub-region. And I don't think it will be fair because we're in the technical world, I'll come and say, oh, the party, there's nothing, everything is going on smoothly, we are electing our this thing tomorrow, and only for you to open Peace FM or maybe GBC and see a press conference just today in Kumasi concerning saying otherwise. And I always tell people that before political parties, we have our human relation. We have to build on that and make sure we don't deepen our differences because of political differences. That is what is killing Africa. And I don't want to be part of that. There are challenges. As I'm speaking with you, I just had a call. The Central Committee met today, but I couldn't go because, as I told you earlier on, the Women Mediators of Ghana, today we launch our network. And I gave the welcome address. Definitely I can't leave and go to Kumasi and attend that. And they've taken certain decisions. They relate it to us, those of us who couldn't make it on the platforms, and then we see the way forward. Because I think in December 5th, we went and took certain decisions in Kumasi, where NEC decided that the entire leadership should step aside because of certain internal wrangling. But the then chairperson, who is the former chairperson now, still carries herself as the chairperson. So today they went to affirm the decision of NEC, because I think they were in court, and then court said it's only Central Committee that can take the decision, and they want to affirm the decision of NEC. But I think in all political parties there are bound to be differences. But when you understand where so many differences are when people don't seem to understand the principles that is behind, or maybe that makes that party what the party is. Because CPP, we believe in self-reliance, we believe in self-determination, we believe in Pan-Africanism. We are not like other political parties who see maybe they sometimes even condemn our social belief. Meanwhile, when they come to power, they want to do some social intervention. Whatever any political party will do to inure to the benefits of the ordinary Ghanaian, the CPP will be happy with that.
Perfect. Madam, you gave us an indication about the internal wranglings going on, and it's with all political parties.
It is with all political parties.
We thank you.
One good thing about the Convention People's Party is that we use our mouth to disagree. We don't use anything apart from
that is impressive. That is impressive. In the Fourth Republic,
yes,
we have been observing that two political parties have taken the fourth rank. CPP has been somewhat quiet. Are we to expect anything different in 2024?
Yes, when you talk about the Fourth Republic, it starts from 1993. 92, 93 was when the president was sworn in. So that's why I'm saying 93. But anyway, 92 was the elections. And one thing that did not go on well with us is the fragmentation of the Nkrumahist front, whether we like it or not, because we in 1992 till about 2000 we had about 5-6 political parties that claims to be Nkrumahist party. Until 2000, when we were able to get our name back, the name was disbanded. We couldn't use the name CPP, but after some court issues, the ban was lifted, and we used the name to contest in 2000. So you could see that most of the youth didn't really understand what the party stood for. Some of us were youthful, but we believe in what the great leader Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did for Ghana and Africa. We were talking about the African personality, emancipation of the black race, and what have you. So some of us come from the north, I'm a beneficiary of school free education.
Free education, yeah.
Courtesy Dr. Nkrumah. And then when I was growing up, I saw Liman, even though I couldn't vote, but I saw him. So when I started my politicking in 1992, I didn't know what I was doing anyway. I only said I'm going to vote for Liman because I was thinking he was truncated early, even though he used 27 months to get aeroplanes for Ghana, ship for Ghana, and so on and so forth. So I was looking at him as somebody who is a visionary leader, just like our leader.
Who carried
yes.
principles.
Because most of the things that I learned about politics is what I read about what Nkrumah did. And what my late uncle Alhaji Ebinati told me, because my father died when I was young, so I didn't know anything. He told me about what Nkrumah did, and I grew up and saw the factories he built, Zwarongu meat factory, when you come to Point, and so on and so forth. So I was like, hey, so somebody can do this. And somebody told me by reading, I was able to know that he used 9 years to do that. Coming to the fragmentation of the Nkrumahist front, that is our main problem. Like PNC, CPP, GCPP, and all the PPs, when we come together, we can form, even if we're not number one or number two, we can be third, fourth. Look at somebody just using Nkrumah's picture and they became third. Meanwhile, he doesn't even understand what Nkrumah stood for. You understand? Because before you preach about a person, you should know what the person is.
If I may come in at this point, we have identified the weakness within the party. Going forward, Ghanaians are crying for change, crying to see leaders take the country from its current state to that higher pinnacle where the Ghanaian would feel proud to say that I'm a Ghanaian because things are going on well. Can we anticipate any collaboration with the divided front, with the other parties?
Yes, I think that is the best option if we really want Ghanaians to take us serious. If we think Ghanaians are not being given what they are supposed to be getting, and if you cannot be shouting Ghanaians are suffering when you don't have any alternative, when you don't have policies, or maybe putting a statement of encouragement for the people to really understand that, oh, CPP can do it. Or maybe when all political parties that believe in Nkrumah's ideas come together, we can make it. You understand? When I was the acting chairperson and wanted to be the chairperson, I said, when I win, what I will do is that I'll go to the PNC, I'll go to other political parties, let's come together. If you even say, oh, Raja, since you are the chairman and you want us to be together, go and be the constituency organizer, I'm ready to do that. You see, because people don't want to let certain things go. But if you cannot eat your cake and have it. You can sell your mother, get power. When you get the power, you go and get that mother out of wherever she is. You understand? So I think it has come to that. That is why I'm still campaigning to become the chairperson of the CPP. So that I understand, because I've gone through them. I've been with the Youth League, I've been with the Women's League, until I became the Women's Organizer in 2007, attempted again in 2011. I lost, but I didn't leave. I was there until Dr. Indum broke away with the lady he brought to take my position, and he gave me an acting capacity. I continued. So, till today, people are calling me chairperson because of the kind of impact I made in this at that time, and still doing, because I've not shied away from granting interviews. Still, I go on TV, I go on radio to speak about CPP. Just last Tuesday, I was there and I announced that I'm breaking for Ramadan, but your office keep on banging my calls with. Yesterday, I was going to break my fast, and the lady called me again, and I said, "Oh, I didn't call you early because I know you break your fast." I said, "But I'm not going to."
We are very much appreciative of it.
You see, yeah? So it is good because you are there for us, and then when we don't also avail ourselves to interact with you, because you are the mirror. You will highlight whatever maybe I'm going to talk about when it comes to CPP, when it comes to Ghana. But if I shy away and I'm holed in my corner, how will we know?
Madam, let me bring you back to this issue. We've heard from the two leading political parties in recent times.
We are calling them leading, okay.
In recent times.
Oh, okay, let me grant you
yes,
that.
Pardon me for that choice of word.
Don't worry.
In recent times, come with policies, ideas, manifesto, indications, and all that. What is the strategy for CPP going into the 2024 elections? What is the message?
The message, I don't want to take the lesson out of the one we are going to elect to lead. It wouldn't be fair to do that. But I still think that we operate within the parameters of self-determination, self-reliance, and Pan-Africanism. We don't deviate from that core mandate. And when you look at what is happening, we will still look at the education, we will look at the economy, we will look at trade, we will look at agric. Because I was telling somebody that if a place like America, look at the population, and about less than 5% are farmers, they can feed and even bring what is in their storage for 10, 20 years to Africa, and we are eating as if we've not seen food before. What are we not getting right when it comes to agriculture? Because there's food. Yam, plantain, rice, but why is the price so high? We have to look at it. Is it that the chemicals that they are using, the distribution mechanism, and then the farm inputs that are. We look at a situation whereby maybe you go to my own town, Kumbungu, the other side is Safuri. We have arable lands from Kentampo to Berabatanga. When you go to Western region, even though Galamsey is swallowing most of the land, we have arable lands that when we put agriculture at the head of helm of affairs, we can satisfy our industry. When we are able to satisfy our industry, productivity will be higher, and then we will be able to get whatever we want to consume in this country. We are finding it difficult because our city is chasing the dollar. We import every single thing that we consume in this country is importation. What are we doing to substitute that? Homegrown.
Madam, you touched a little bit about the selection of the leader of the party for the 2024 elections. Are we to anticipate any announcements soon?
Oh, very soon. I told you our CC went to Kumasi and they've come out with reinforcing decisions of NEC. I think there are timelines by July. We should be able to, June, July, we should be able to get our officers in place and then the flag bearer. I'm not contesting the flag bearership, so, but I don't know those who want to contest. You know, before, last year, 4 people declared their intention to contest. Even 2 paid their filing fee, but later on, another decision came that we were not ready, so we had to give back. I was even the chairperson of the vetting committee. And then we're about to vet the people. So I don't know who will come now, but we are encouraging a youthful leadership, because we have to really build the capacity of a younger person to take, especially the flag bearership. As for a chairman, you can be 80 years.
And currently, with you as the youth chairman, youth wing chairman, I think that would be an agenda.
Yes, that will be on my agenda. Yeah. Why? Because the try and error is too much. So we have to build what is the CPP doing 2024, 2028, 2032. So we have to get somebody who, even if we are not able to make it 2024, 2028, everybody will be turning and
by then the person will be done, tried and tested.
Yes, you see, the person will, the messages, the way we are going to package the person will look attractive, not just to the Ghanaian population, but to the youth. Because, you know, the youth really want somebody that will resonate with them. So, CPP, it's most unfortunate that we are behind time, but somebody will say, we are confident that we'll make an impact in these elections.
Currently, talking about this year's elections and preparations towards it, the Electoral Commission released a timetable recently.
Sure.
Is the CPP okay? Because definitely the CPP is sitting on the inter-party.
Yes. Because we have capable people. I've been at IPAC before, and I know how they operate. IPAC is an advisory body, as you know. We don't have any legal backing when it comes to enforcing the decisions that maybe we will suggest to the Electoral Commission. But we should also bear in mind that without us, there is no Electoral Commission. So we judge, at the end of the day, we all come to a conclusion. Consensus building is better than maybe war. The last IPAC meeting was last week, and I think all the political parties, even including those you've mentioned, agreed with the calendar of the Electoral Commission. So I think what political parties should do is to go and do their homework, because we need to understand that elections are won at the polling stations. We should be battle ready to man our polling station, even if it's a single vote. Put it in your kitty, because if you're not there, somebody will put it in his or her kitty.
Hajia, we are so much grateful. If I'm to ask you one last question, if there is anything to do with this election that is a threat or that should be dealt with immediately to make sure that we have a free, fair, transparent 2024 elections, what would you say?
You know, I just told you we inaugurated a women's group, that's a mediation, Women's Mediators of Ghana. We are affiliated to Commonwealth and ECOWAS and so on and so forth. We cannot trade the peace that we enjoy in this country. We cannot trade it for anything. Look at the sub-region. When you pass left, is Burkina Faso, right, Togo, another one, Cote d'Ivoire, all Francophone countries. Most of them are internal. Where do they come to? They run to Ghana. But are we sure that when we go out there, we'll have the same reception that we give to people when they come to our country? So I look in the camera and say, let's all participate in this election peacefully. And we'll call on the security agencies to be up and doing on the election day, before, during, and after the election. And the Electoral Commission should also stay as the referee of this election, so that they wouldn't have a loser will concede defeat and the winner will be congratulated by those who will lose. That is what, because we are going out there to preach peace as women mediators of this country. We are conscientizing, especially the youth of this country. People go out there, cause troubles, and go to areas that are vulnerable to take young people to go and fight. Why don't you also educate yourself, build your capacity, so that when the party that you are supporting comes to power, you also get something to do, than being a bunch of people that will be called upon anytime there is mayhem. When people are sitting or sleeping in airport residential encampment and what have you, and they come and take you. It is a very, very sad situation, and people must know that there is no substitute for peace.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you for having us in this beautiful space. Viewers, we've been speaking with Madam Hajia Hamdatu Hussein, Ibrahim Hussein, the former vice chair of the Conventions People's Party, currently sitting as the chair of the youth wing committee of the party. CPP, as we know, is the oldest political party we have in Ghana currently. The CPP says they are ready for the general elections in 2024. Soon, we will hear of the leadership selection within the party. Soon, we will hear of the manifesto of the CPP, and Ghanaians should ready themselves to make a choice for CPP going forward with the 2024 elections. I will urge you to stay tuned to this podcast going forward as we bring you more insightful discussions with stakeholders in the 2024 elections in Ghana.